Okay, um, I was about to go live on Facebook, but I'm just going to. I'm gonna go live on. Hold on, y'all. I'm just trying to remind people that where's the live button? First, I need to turn this camera around, and then I'm gonna get started. I don't think they've set any limits. I think they've what I was gonna say, unrestricted the limits of the limit to the amount of minutes you can be in a meeting on here. So let me turn this around. All right. I don't like where this camera is. All right. So welcome to my first spiritual conversation tonight via Zoom, and I wanted to do this to give a more one-on-one type feel to it. I do want to eventually get participants in, and we can, have the conversations going. But this initial meeting was just like to simply break the ice. What I do want is for, if you have any questions, put them there so that when I do my next meeting, I'll have the conversation that we could talk about, and then we'll go the next meeting, and be on these different topics that, and discussions that we have where we left off. But there were three main things that I want to talk to you guys about tonight, and I'm going to share my screen here on Zoom. If y'all want to join me on Zoom, I want to share my screen on Zoom because there are some slides and other information that I do want to share with you guys so that you can have a visual as well. So for those that are watching me on Instagram Live, this is not going to be too long. I just wanted to, like I said, let everyone know that I'm in on Zoom and the meeting has started. Okay. Hold on. All right. All right. So a couple people came on there, but I got a notification that I was on. So those with the invite and those that were waiting should be able to come in. Let's do this. Y'all gonna see me with my phone. The first thing that I'm going to talk about tonight is emotional intelligence and what exactly emotional intelligence is. And if you guys remember on the last meeting or last spiritual conversation that I had, we went over those houses, the houses of ego, and basically how we process our emotions. Understand that this is a level of spiritual awakening, so that's why I wanted to go over these things. And then right now, there's a lot going on in the outside world, a lot of emotions, a lot of energy. It's just a lot going on so many levels. And a lot of people may be depressed right now. A lot of people may be fighting. And from what I can see a lot of people are fighting depression. They're fighting anxiety. They are looking for a reason to want to care anymore. So it's important for us to learn as a collective how to process those emotions, how to process when we go through difficult situations so that we can make more spiritually aware decisions. We can begin to, with each of us making the right decision and going about things differently and looking at things from a different perspective going forward, we can make better decisions as a collective so that we can help to bring more harmony and balance to the world. I didn't want to say that at first because at the end of the day, it's all in God's hands, and God, is orchestrating it, God's will, but we do have our own tiny parts that we can play in making things better. So that first starts with us. So I'm hoping and praying that these videos reach as many people as possible, or so that the right person will watch it. So, the conversation can get sparked and we can, learn to right some of the wrongs going forward. So when we face adversity, when we face difficult situations, not only in the world, but, within ourselves, we know how to, handle it. So, all right, so the first conversation, we're going to talk about improving your emotional intelligence. And if you're just listening to me talk, then you've probably already read through this. But our emotional intelligence is how we understand, use, and manage our emotions. The thing I like about this site is, don't want to do a lot of talking, but the thing about this site is it breaks those things down, and this is helpguide.org. They break each emotional attribute, behaviors, all of those things down, and it tells you how emotions, the way our emotions drive us, and the way we allow our emotions to drive us and empower us, how we apply those things in different parts of our life. There's also a emotional intelligence IQ test, and it may be on their main site, but I Googled and I found there's an emotional intelligence test. Let's get y'all that site. All right, so as you can see, all you gotta do is Google. I would go to Psychology Today and take their emotional intelligence test just to see what areas you need to work on. I'm guessing this test measures thinking, behavior, communicating. So basically it's a success equation is what they're saying. But you can take the information from this test and apply it to the areas in your life where you need the most help. You always seek professional help. I'm not a therapist yet. I'm not a counselor yet, but you always seek professional help, when it's things that you feel are out of your control, but always try to go within to find the power within yourself to heal yourself, whether that be physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. You do have that power within you to be able to do that. Okay.